Nothing is more frightening knowing that true evil really exists. Evil comes in all forms. Most of the time, you never know until it's too late. The stories you are about to hear have been documented and verified as authentic. It's important to revisit certain events, no matter how unsettling and upsetting they are. It's a reminder to ourselves that tomorrow is never guaranteed. So keep your loved ones close and your eyes and ears open as together we explore the unknown.
In the late 1970s, in the quaint town of Willow Creek, a young girl named Annabelle received an exquisite porcelain doll as a gift from her mother. Imagine the delicate features of the doll, the soft, lifelike eyes that seemed to hold secrets, and the lace dress that whispered of a bygone era. But there was something unsettling about the doll that sent a chill down Annabelle's spine. Perhaps it was the way its gaze seemed to follow her around the room, or the eerie feeling that wrapped around her like a cold fog whenever she was near it. As the days turned into weeks, Annabelle began to notice strange occurrences in her home. Items would mysteriously go missing, only to reappear in odd places, as if the very air around her was alive. Initially, it was easy to brush these incidents off as mere coincidences or the tricks of an imaginative child. Yet as the unsettling events continued, her anxiety grew, wrapping around her heart like a vice. One night, while lying in bed, Annabelle was jolted awake by a soft whisper that seemed to slither through the silence.
"Help me."
It echoed, resonating in the dark corners of her mind. But deep within, Annabelle knew what she had heard, a chilling sensation creeping into her bones, urging her to question the very fabric of her reality. Driven by a mix of curiosity and fear, Annabelle confided in her friends about the doll. They laughed it off, dismissing her fears as childish nonsense. But one friend, a girl named Linda, was captivated. As they entered Annabelle's room, a heavy air enveloped them, as if the walls were holding their breath. The doll sat on the shelf, its glassy eyes glinting in the dim light. Linda reached out to touch it, and in that moment, a chill swept through the room, wrapping around them like a shroud. "Do you feel that?" Annabelle asked, her voice barely above a whisper, as if speaking too loudly might awaken something sinister. Linda shrugged, but as she touched the doll, a sudden wave of dread washed over her. She pulled her hand back, wide-eyed, her heart racing. "I don't like this. Let's go." But it was too late. The curse had begun to weave its dark threads around them, tightening its grip with each passing moment. As weeks passed, Annabelle's home became a nexus of strange occurrences. Her parents reported hearing footsteps in the night when no one was there, and the distinct sound of a child giggling echoed through the halls, wrapping around them like an unseen fog. Annabelle would often wake up to find the doll sitting at the foot of her bed, its eyes seemingly watching her as she slept, a sentinel of her nightmares. Focus on that moment, the stillness of the night, the way her breath quickened, and the cold sweat that formed on her brow. The line between reality and nightmare began to blur, and her dreams turned into corridors of dread. One evening, the family gathered in the living room when a loud crash resonated from upstairs. Rushing to investigate, they found the doll lying on the floor, its delicate face cracked. It was as if it had been thrown. Annabelle screamed, feeling an overwhelming sense of loss and betrayal. This doll, once a cherished gift, had transformed into an object of terror. In desperation, Annabelle's parents sought help from a local priest. Believing it to be a simple haunting, the priest performed a blessing in their home, but the disturbances only intensified. Objects flew off shelves, cold drafts swept through the rooms, and the whispers grew louder, echoing in the corners of their minds. Frightened and desperate, the family turned to Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators known for their work with the supernatural and the occult. Upon entering the home, Lorraine felt an immediate heaviness in the atmosphere, as if the house itself was alive with malevolent energy. Ed examined the doll closely, noting its unsettling presence. "This doll is a conduit," he explained. "It's not just a toy, it's a vessel for something dark." The Warrens conducted a thorough investigation, documenting strange occurrences. They set up cameras and recorded audio, capturing the eerie sounds and disembodied whispers that filled the air. Each night, the atmosphere grew thicker with dread, as if the doll was pushing back against their intrusion, fighting to keep its secrets buried. After several days, the Warrens concluded that the doll needed to be contained. They performed an exorcism, sealing the doll in a glass case, which they blessed to keep the malevolent spirit trapped within. They explained to Annabelle's family that the doll was not truly alive, but rather a vessel for a spirit seeking to manipulate and instill fear. Though the haunting ceased, the story of Annabelle and her cursed doll did not end there. The doll was taken to the Warrens' occult museum, where it remains to this day, carefully locked away and monitored. Visitors report feeling a chilling presence when they approach the glass case, and many leave with a sense of unease. As the years passed, the tale of the haunted doll spread, becoming a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that may be lurking around us. Annabelle grew up, forever marked by her experience. She often reflected on that dark chapter of her childhood, pondering the nature of fear and reality. Was it merely a figment of her imagination, or had she truly encountered the supernatural? The line between the two remained blurred, leaving her with an unsettling sense of wonder and dread. In the end, the story lingers in the minds of those who hear it, inviting them to explore the shadows of their own fears. What if the doll still watches, waiting for its next victim? What if the whispers echo in the night, reminding us that some things are better left undisturbed? As you ponder these questions, the chilling truth remains. Fear is a powerful entity, one that can manifest in unexpected ways, blurring the lines between the known and the unknown, reality and imagination. And sometimes, the most unsettling stories are the ones that leave us questioning what lurks just beyond our perception.